guys, it's Charles here. Today I just want to talk about real estate investing in Toronto and the GTA as a whole. So a lot of people might know I'm a real estate investor and also coach here at Rockstar Real Estate. Just want to go through kind of the thinking behind why perhaps you should also consider investing in real estate. So let's just get right into it. First reason might be you want to replace job income. You know, this is common. A lot of people are unhappy with what they've got or what you're making versus how much effort you're putting at your day job. So if that's the reason, then you should ask yourself like, okay, so how much income do I really need per month in order for me to leave my job, right? And that depends on person to person, I believe, right? And if you're a single guy, maybe all you need is $5,000 per month. But if you got a family to feed, maybe you need double that. So it depends on your number and your goals. So definitely know your numbers back of your head before you begin dabbing into investing. And also somebody who only need $5,000 per month, the way they will structure their portfolio and the type of property they buy and strategy they implement will be drastically different from somebody who might need $10,000 per month. So definitely set your goal, know your numbers before you get in. Personally, I'll find that real estate investing is really good, but especially when you're trying to buy more properties and you're refinancing, it's very, very difficult to create a stream of income from the cash flow that you can actually live off. But yeah, that depends on which city you invest to. It's just my observation. You might also want to retire early, right? So let's say you got a good job, you're getting promoted, and you have a very nice, well-paying job that provides you a stream of income, but you want to retire earlier. So real estate is really great for that because not only provides you a stream of income, it also provides you by building wealth. So the question that you need to ask yourself is, how much money do you really need to retire? Is it $1 million? Is it 2 million? Or is it 10 million? And what's your time frame, right? Because $1 million today has a very different value than $1 million in, let's say, 20 or 30 years later. We all know that inflation is up there. There's a wave of inflation and government debt coming at us. So what would be your number that would make you feel comfortable to let's just retire, just move away from day-to-day grind? So another one is real estate provide more options in life, and there's a lot of them, but unexpected events in life do happen, right? My personal experience with real estate was my mom was actually diagnosed with cancer, colon cancer, while I was in university. And during that time, like, our family business really suffered, and they were living basically month to month on line of credit, line of credit, and they just paid the minimum payments. But yeah, it bought them time, and eventually they got out of it. My mom cured, business is back to normal. But during those times, like, if you're the breadwinner of the house and you couldn't work, you need to get treatments. Real estate is one source of place where you can extract out the equity to buy you time, right? Loss of job is another one, right? A lot of people they have this one salary and it's paying them the income, But what if one day you show up to work and they said you're not longer needed, right? So the security of knowing you don't have to worry about losing a job without properly, supporting your family and enjoy your life, that's big, right? That's the option that it provides, right? Illness, we talked about it, right? So in mom's case, she went through chemotherapy, and here in Canada, a lot of them are covered, but some illness I know it's not covered, so it may require special medication or treatment. So where's that money going to come from? Is it from your saving, or versus if you had a land or property, you can extract out equity? Another reason might be, your child's education fund, right? Maybe you have a baby now, you're a young parent, just thinking like 18 years down the road, let's say they got into Harvard or like Stanford, and it requires you, oh man, I don't even know what the education, the university cost is gonna be in 18 years from now, but how are you going to support your child to get the education that they need without delaying your own retirement and using up all your savings, right? If you're in a good spot, maybe you want to just take your dream vacation, right? A lot of people, they want to take that dream vacation, go to the island or wherever you want to go, but how are you going to save up to get there? Another option would be, provide down payment for a children's first home. I mean, this is the same thing, right? Like your child's gonna grow, and 18 years down the road, they're gonna go to university, and they're gonna need housing. So one way would be, have them rent, but another way might be to help them get into the market by helping them with a down payment, perhaps a student rental that they can live in one room and rent out the rest of the room to their friends while building equity. I think that's really more of a smarter way. I wish I did that, but yeah, you have your own circumstance. And when I went to university, we didn't have the fund, and my mom was sick, so we didn't have that choice. But looking back, this is definitely something I think it will make sense for my children when I have one. That down the road we will do. Or if you want, you've always wanted to become your own entrepreneur and start your own business, real estate is a great way you can build up your runway so that when you quit your day job, you might not have income for 6 months to 12 months. So during that time, you have something to live off, right? And also, if you got a big heart and you want to give it back, give back to your favorite charity, right? Not many people can do this, and a lot of the successful real estate business owner, landlords, they've got big hearts, so they give back a lot to the community. And also, another reason why you want to invest in real estate might be store value, right? It's all about supply and demand. So here we got in the GTA, in the south, we have the lake, Ontario Lake. And in the north, we have Greenbelt. Basically, like the government has said, you can't build or develop that area. So we're restricted. And also each plot of land or lots have its own bylaw restrictions. So it's not like you can, run a bubble tea store in the main floor and do like student housing on the second floor, and maybe in your backyard put in another housing. Like it's difficult. It's densification is coming, but it's still in a lot of ways it's still restricted. Developmental charges, right? All the builders are saying like the government's charging them a lot of money, harder for them to do developments. Material cost is going up, right? And cities charging them through the roof. So, the supply isn't coming as easily as we think. And we have the government money printing, right? It's infinite money printing versus a finite amount of land, plus the lake and the green belt on the north, plus the bylaw restrictions. So all of this together, it makes buying properties, especially with land, really makes sense. I mean, where else are you gonna put your money, right? And another reason might be to provide affordable housing options. Small landlords has the ability to bridge the gap. And what I mean by that is the big guys like the condo developers are building, but a lot of time if you go to the suburbs of Toronto, I invest in Hamilton. So like Hamilton, for example, like if you're just a regular, tenant, your options are in between like multi-unit apartment, like really old apartment buildings, or you have to rent like a basement, right? So the government is really missing the middle, and if you're a good landlord and if you provide well renovated, clean and safe, affordable housing, then I think it can help a lot of people. Another reason is real estate. There's something called leverage. So basically like your money grows in 10x. Here's an example, right? So if you, this isn't a stock example, right? If you have a 5% increase on a $50,000 fund, then you just made $2,500 in that year. However, in real estate, a 5% increase on a 500,000 property, and you put down 50,000 in down payment, you made 25,000 in that year instead of 2,500, and that's because your 5% appreciation is based on the entire value of the house. It's not just the 50,000 down payment that you put in. So that is very, very powerful. Another reason would be tax benefits. So we know that here, if you got a salary, a T4, your income is 100% tax, versus a real estate, you're only 50% tax. And even with 50% tax deductible, there's a lot of deductions because you're really, in government's eye, you're a business owner. And also it's insurable. So what kind of investments out there that are insurable, right? Can you insure a stock or mutual fund? Like, can you go to an insurance company and say, okay, if my stock plummets, and can you give my money back? Who would sell you that kind of insurance, right? Can you get an insurance for Bitcoins? Just the fact that it's insurable is very, very attractive. When you get flooding, you have an insurance. When your property is on fire, you have an insurance, right? What other type of investment can you put your money in knowing that you can buy an insurance at a very reasonable cost? Okay, so that's it for this series of why perhaps you should consider investing in real estate as well. And if you are interested, please comment below and make sure you grab your free copy of the deal analysis sheet. I put the link down there. You can go in there and download your own free copy. And please subscribe if you enjoyed. Thank you very much. Have a good week.